Hello, this is Alan here, and I'm going to teach you this little lesson on studying from notes using some material that was used for high school, actually. So you may find the graphics a little childish, but they do work, though. Translate them to your own understanding as an adult, and you will find that they actually do work. So it's the R cube high. Okay, so study from your notes. Read your material 3 times. Read after class, before class, and before the test. Okay? So read your note after the class. Often, when you've taken a session, so in the case of our video courses, read your notes that you wrote on the third reading when you write notes, the second and the third reading, read your notes after the class. This allows you to review the lecture or the video and get clarification on any notes that are unclear. Remember, if you wait too long, you'll have forgotten most of it. So read it right after the class, the video, the conference, the seminar, whatever it is. Read your notes. I make a habit when I go to a seminar or watch a webinar is to take a few minutes right after to look back at my notes. I clarify my notes. So read your notes after class is helpful also because the lecture or the session or the video or the seminar is still fresh in your memory. And then you can add any material that you did not write down. Key point, really, really powerful tool to just take that extra few minutes to read your notes after the class. Read your notes before class. If you have material that's available to you before taking a lecture, before taking a video, before taking on a webinar, then read it first. If there was material sent to you prior to a webinar or prior to a seminar you're going to or to a lecture you're going to listen, or even a video, like read it first. It'll get you kind of a map of where it's going to go, and it'll help you see the relationship with the material. And read before the test. Read your notes before a test. What's part of your review? It's a very important strategy for studying for a test. It's best to read the notes aloud as well for some people, for most people. Hearing the information as you're saying it, as you're reading it, helps you out. So first, read all your notes, then read your highlighted notes, and then read the highlighted notes as many times as possible. Okay? So if you use the Cornell method, Cornell method, sorry, you first read the right-hand side, and then the left-hand side, and finally the summary at the bottom of the page. If you're using mind map, do the same thing. Look through your mind map, okay, just before the test. And I talk about that in our exam tips as well, how to prepare the pre-flight, the pre-exam test, okay? So highlight the important information. While reading your notes, highlight important information. Do not highlight everything. Try to limit your highlighting to specific word. Even on this example, I think 3 words is really close to the maximum of word you would ever have highlighted. Don't highlight a whole paragraph or a whole sentence. Just the important words within it. The problem with highlighting too much is that if too much is highlighted, then nothing is highlighted, right? It's too much to review. So keep it to specific words. At the most 3 or 4 words. Sometimes a sentence, but that's so much the exception, not the rule. Never highlight an entire paragraph. So the next time you read your notes, the highlighted text should really speed up your review process. Okay, so identify the important information. What you have those Cornell notes in front of you there. Okay, that's a method of writing notes. So you need to remember this, and this. Okay, in this case, you have the key points on the left column, a little bit of a note about it on the right, and the bottom is summary or synthesis of the whole text, the whole chapter. Okay, and sometimes rewriting your notes work well. Sometimes rewriting your notes, you're kind of paraphrasing. The action of rewriting, for me anyway, works well. I'm a kinetic learner, so, and also visual. So by watching, by listening, audio, and by writing it down for me helps a lot. So for me to highlight just the text actually from the textbook doesn't help. So again, back to how adults learn, how you learn, figure out what works for you, and then take the method that works. So this R cube high, read your notes after the class or the video, read your notes before the video or the session, read your notes before the test, of course, that's part of the review. Highlight only the important information, and then identify what the test material is. What is it that's going to be in the test that's important? Now, fortunately, on a video course, the facilitator would tell you what, oh, this is important. This is not so important. This is just to help you understand more. You don't need to remember that for the test. It's just to help you remember. Remember when we talked about taking notes as well. Don't rewrite everything. Not all that is printed in the textbook is important for the test. Just figure out what is needed for the test material. I hope this short video was helpful. Thank you. We'll talk to you later.